Good morning, everyone. This is Byron Wade, your General Presbyter. I am here this morning worshiping in Gaston County at Robinson Memorial Presbyterian Church. This church had its beginnings in the early 1950s when 95 persons made a petition to the Kings Mountain Presbytery to form a church here. It is called Robinson Memorial because it is named after a Presbyterian elder who left land to the church. His name was John C. Robinson and is right north of Robinson Elementary School, where the church first started. And in June of 1951, they were actually organized as a church. Later on, the Robinson family gave land to the church to begin building here after being in elementary school, and they have done some great things over the years. So today I am preaching in worship. John P. is the pastor here, and you will hear some words from him later on about the history and the missions here of this congregation. So come and join us. Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. It's hard to find anybody to volunteer for anything these days, isn't it? I mean, we can't find anybody, we can hardly find anybody to do anything, whether it's in church, whether it's in school, whether it's in an organization that we belong to, or whether it's in our family to do something. Every time you go and ask somebody, will you consider this? Whether we feel they have a gift or something they're able to develop by the asking, people say, well, no. Let me think about it. I'm not suited for it. And the one that really gets you is when you ask somebody and they're all excited about it and they think they say they're going to do it, and guess what? You get that call back saying, well, no, it's not going to work out. Did that ever happen to you before in your lives? And then when you do happen to find the person who want to take on the task that you have asked, they tend only to volunteer for things that can be accomplished easily. So not only are you having a hard time finding somebody, you're also dealing with people who only want to do something for a limited amount of time. Well, I'll do it for this long. They do it on their own terms. You know, that is easy for us to think about that. And it's nice if they could do that, but we understand that every task or responsibility that we are called to is not going to be easy. There are some things in life that are going to be very difficult that you will be asked to do. There are some things that you will be asked to do that you will think, well, maybe I'm not suited for this. Or maybe we'll look at that person and say, are you crazy? This is not anything that I'm even about. However, all of us, even the Lord, is looking for those who will take on the task that needed to be done.
Well, Robinson Memorial Presbyterian Church is obviously named for a family that owned the land here. We were founded back in 1951, built the sanctuary here in 1952, and we've been a presence on the south side of Gastonia ever since. We're not a huge church. We are a small church, just like most of the churches in our presbytery, but we've got a lot of heart. We've got a lot of people who find family here. That's the main thing. We are a family at Robinson Memorial, and we treat each other like that, mostly for the good, not for the bad, but we are able to accomplish so much more when we are together. We participate in a lot of things throughout the year. Probably the most well-known of what we do here at Robinson Memorial is our Shrove Tuesday Pancake Supper, which we've been holding for, I can't even tell you how many years at this point, but we hold it on the day before Ash Wednesday when Lent begins, and you're supposed to be fasting at that point. So the idea of Shrove or Fat Tuesday was you were going to get all carbohydrates in your body right before you had to go into fasting mode. So we've been doing this for many years. It's the best pancakes anybody will have, or probably all the year. But we also have things like we did today, which was our Super Bowl of Caring, which raised money for Crisis Assistance Ministry, the local food pantry here in Gastonia, as well as having bowls of soup. We ate a lot of soup today. It was great soups made by our members. Since the beginning of the pandemic, we started doing a school tools collection here in conjunction with some of our brothers and sisters at the Presbyterian churches around us, making it a little bit of competition. We won the first year, by the way. This is a church that we have our struggles as well, but with love, with a good heart, and with the guidance of the Holy Spirit, we're going to continue on for, hopefully, a long time.
Well, I hope you've had the opportunity to experience Robinson Memorial Presbyterian Church. It is a warm and very loving congregation, and they are very active in this community with a wonderful history. I hope that you will continue to pray for their pastor, John P., and for the congregation as they continue to minister here in South Gastonia. Well, until the next edition of the On the Western Front video series, may God bless you and look forward to seeing you next time. Okay.